Everybody loves Batman, Spider-Man. I love Damage and other weird lower tier characters. Who's your favorite like lower tier character?
Dark.
Really? Why?
Yeah. I mean, probably the same reason you like Damage. When it came out, it was like when the first book that gets launched is new when you're a kid. That's the character that you love because you got to see it build from the beginning.
Right.
And Darkhawk came out when I was 13, 12, whatever. So I thought it was awesome. I still think he looks cool. I think he's a cool design. He's a cool design.
KG Beast.
Death's
Why for both?
Because KG Beast once cut off his own hand to get away from Batman when he could have just cut a cable. Like he's caught by a cable and he has an axe and he could easily just cut the cable. He said, no, don't need the left hand anymore. That's how hard I'm going to be. Also, I guess Jimmy Olsen is my other.
Yeah, that's a good go-to.
He's my third favorite comic book character. It's Batman, Spider-Man, and Jimmy Olsen for me. He's above Superman as far as I'm concerned.
Chad, why?
Yes.
And which one are we talking about here?
Death's Head 1. Oh, yeah, I don't mess with that minion stuff. Because Death's Head was a transformer. Well, he was a bounty hunter hired by a transformer, shrunk down by Doctor Who, and fought the Fantastic Four. Like he's got his feet in a lot of different worlds, But it's all the Marvel universe. But yeah, Death's Head's pretty great.
Long list.
Yeah.
Don't you know who you're talking to?
Of course.
How much time do you have left on your memory, on your hard drive? Oh, they're all.
Does Katie Power count? Of Power Pack? She's not
one.
really lower tier, but she's one of my favorites.
Yeah, she is.
Okay, yeah. There you go.
Okay.
I feel like I've written all of them. I just read this trade just totally on a whim. I would totally bring back the Creature Commandos, Nazi killing monsters. Yes.
My favorite, the Great Lakes Avengers.
Yes.
When I was a kid. Yeah. Which one in particular?
Yeah.
Honestly, like each one is kind of lame. It really has to be the entire group of misfits. That to me is the appeal.
I think it's Wild Dog from DC. Like hockey mask, just shooting people in camouflage pants. Like, what more do you need out of comics?
Nothing. You need nothing.
Lower tier. I don't know if he's lower tier. I love the Tick. I think the Tick is awesome, but he's not really lower, I'd say. He's pretty much more awesome than everyone. Lower tier. Man. Ecstatic's characters probably. Mr. Sensitive is a beast. He's like handsome, but all warty and like ugly. And he likes White Trash Hot because he was in love with You Go Girl. And Mike Allred drew the hottest White Trash Hot you've ever seen in You Go Girl. She's like drugged out and kind of accessible and like vulnerable, but she'll also break your heart. In love with her.
Lower tier character. I don't. That's a good question. I will definitely go with. Can I say something from Scout?
Yes.
I'll say. I really want to say. Oh gosh, what's his name? I'm drawing a blank here. Catcher from Scout.
The guy who killed the mom?
Yeah. Yeah, but hey, don't get me wrong. I don't have any issues to work out. I'm just saying, like his narrative. I like his narrative in his head. He doesn't even know he's the killer until he becomes the killer. So, right. I think it's kind of like the Peter Parker thing, where he has a great responsibility because he's a thunder being. He's supposed to see visions, but he totally can't act on them, and he's not powerful enough to actually take that responsibility. So that's kind of why I like his faulty character. He's an anti-hero a little bit.
Yeah. Maybe Robin. I feel like I'm an underdog, so I sort of identify.
Does Beta Ray Bill count as lower tier? He's somewhere. He's on the edge of it for sure.
Yeah, he's
skating the edge.
He's skating the edge. Yeah.
And oddly, Rocket Raccoon, which now is all giant and stuff.
5 years ago, Rocket Raccoon was a good answer, but now he's big again.
Wood God.
Wood God.
Yes, absolutely.
Who is Wood God?
Wood God. He's like the satyr type guy from the Marvel and in the mid 70s, and for a long time, writer Jeff Parker and I had like a thing going on of like which one of us will get to shoehorn Wood God in first, and Jeff won. So I haven't talked to him since then.
Yeah, you know what? What's coming to mind right now isn't a lower tier character. I just think of like Little Nemo and Slumberland. I always go back to newspaper comics.
Well, yeah, I mean that works because like in today's audience, like most people like that Little Nemo book, which is coming out with like Gabriel Rodriguez art.
It's
amazing.
amazing.
People are talking about it, and it's going to be amazing.
It's looking so good, yeah. So I'm excited for that, and I love old newspaper comics. I love comics that have this like air of accessibility to them that anybody can kind of approach it, and I don't know. That's what I like.
Like Calvin Hobbes.
Yeah,
probably Martian Manhunter. I like the fascination with Mars that goes from Edgar Rice Burroughs up into the 50s. Once, and probably up until the Viking lander when they landed and for sure knew that there weren't any, living entities crawling around. Up till now, we'll see. With Curiosity and. I think him as a character, I like the idea that he's like a cop, a private detective kind of guy. Yeah.
John Jones.
Yeah, like the fire thing seems weird to me, but but I think like as a design, like that red X and the blue cape and the green, it's cool. Yeah. And I also really like Aquaman. I know he's not necessarily considered second tier or lower tier, but he often is the butt of many jokes. But I think with Jeff Parker writing that book, reading it is just as fun as I always wanted it to be, So, yeah.
Definitely that, because I grew up. This one's actually a serious answer. Moon Knight would be one. Cloak and Dagger would be another. Sure. But grew up reading Moon Knight from Bill Sienkiewicz's work.
Yeah, I love that book.
And so, that's foundational stuff for me, like stuff that I discovered when I was young.
Obama.
Yeah.
Obama. Oh, what about like Stiltman?
Yeah. I'll take Stiltman. Yeah. Let's do Stiltman. Or The Spot. The Spot's a great.
The Spot is awesome.
Yeah, he's a great lower tier character. So
I'm drawing him right now for Marvel Comics, the Shocker.
What about the Shocker?
I really like. I like that he's taken a lot of punches over the years, and he's not enamored with the glamour of being a supervillain at all. It's just a really lousy job he seems to have found himself in, and he doesn't know what else to do with his life. I've got a certain amount of pity for the character, but I also admire him in a weird way. I just love drawing him.
I would say, and this is going to be completely, all right, I have to remember, in ElfQuest, it was Skywise. That's so lower tier as to be indie, but whatever.
See, I don't know if he's lower tier, but I really appreciate like Luke Cage and Iron Fist. I don't know if they're lower tier. I think they've kind of that kind of old age, like 70s kind of nostalgia thing.
The Heroes for Hire stuff.
Right, is cool again. I really just like those guys. They're like a buddy cop, odd couple kind of thing. Yeah. They're my favorite.
I don't know. Doctor Strange isn't a lower tier character, is he? In my mind, he's Sorcerer Supreme. He's a C-list. You're killing me.
He's not in the movie yet.
Yeah, okay. Doctor Strange is probably my favorite second tier. I'll call him second tier character. Yeah, you're so lying. He's not a second tier character.
No, it's fine.
I get it.
I like Doctor Strange.
But you know what? Iron Man, when we were kids, Iron Man was like a C-lister.
Right.
And now he's an A-lister. One movie, we're going to solve that Doctor Strange problem. Yeah, there you go.
It's probably Speed Centaur. He's a public domain character from the 1940s. He lives in the North Pole in a secret under the ice cap society of centaurs, but that goes bad, so with his superpowers, he ends up moving to Brooklyn and living with like a schlubby roommate in the 1930s.
I always liked Maxie Zeus from the Batman. Yeah. I'd consider him lower tier. He thought he was the reincarnation of Zeus. He's basically just King Tut from the Batman 66 TV show, which is probably why I love him. But he had this chin beard, like one of those, and like who has a chin beard and like you can take seriously? Goatee, okay, sure. Just the chin, okay. But like one of those chin strap beards, no way. There's no. But I liked him.
The black hole from the Howard the Duck Defenders crossover in the Howard the Duck Treasury Edition from 1976. There was there was some stupid made up supervillain group, and one of them has a black hole in his chest. So
that seems like a terrible power.
It was a terrible power. It was a horrible power. This is a Steve Gerber comic, so duh. So this
is barred on the most obscure answer.
So yeah. When like New York cops, come to break up their little thing in Central Park or whatever, he opens up the black hole in his chest, and the black hole sucks these cops into his chest.
It's very directed.
Yes, and the caption was, "The black hole sucks." This is what Steve Gerber used to do.
Sounds like where are the Eisners then?
Exactly.
They needed the Eisners then.
Exactly. But then he was defeated by, was it Nighthawk? I don't know who it was. But no, it was Beverly. It was Howard's friend Beverly takes the black hole's own hand and sticks it into his chest, and then he just sucks himself up.
Isn't that the way you do it? That's the only way to do it.
That's the only way to beat a guy like the black hole.